So, here we have escaping and surviving side control. We have a bit of a paradox. The paradox is this. My first job in side control is to survive. Whoever's on top of you in side control, they're going to be looking to try and submit you or to try and progress their position. So my first job is to survive. And to survive, I need to stay tight. So I like to stay tight with a frame here. This keeps my elbows in, it keeps my arms away from my partner, and it allows me, when the time is right, to start looking for underhooks and looking for ways out of it. The paradox is this. I can stay here and survive, but in order to eventually make my escape, I have to extend my arms to create space in whatever direction it is that I'm going. So, this keeps you safe, but won't let you escape. Pushing, creating space, helps me escape, but it also exposes my arms, and exposes me to being submitted or having one position to rest on. So, first drill is this. We are going to create a frame. Partner's going to get on top. And all I'm trying to do is keep my elbows in tight and avoid chest-to-chest contact. From here, as long as my frame's in place, whilst I can put all the pressure he wants on me, it's not going to impact me. I can take this all day long because the frame is protecting me. If it's chest-to-chest contact, now this changes things quite a lot, right? Because now I'm carrying his weight. So, first drill, create the frame, keep your elbows in tight, and just try and survive here. Your partner's going to try and move, progress position. All I'm doing is surviving. And as long as you don't panic and start pushing on escape attempts, you find that it's very difficult. As long as you can keep everything in tight, avoid that chest-to-chest contact, it'll be very difficult for your partner to open you up, to progress position, to isolate an arm for a submission. So that's the drill. Right, grab a partner, 1, 2, 3. The specifics of the frame they are important, but however you choose to do it is fine. The most important thing is it needs to be some kind of structure, which is why I like to use a rear-naked choke grip here, because it's difficult to break. And it just needs to keep my partner's, it needs to stop him from going chest to chest. Yeah? Alright. I'll show you my personal favourite frame. Rear-naked choke grip, partner comes in, and the hand that's free, and I just load it underneath my partner's armpit. Because one of the things that will happen in your partner's frustration to progress their position is they'll take their hand to the other side. As it goes, we can just follow, push, jump out. Now, what this move does is it's using ourselves' own movement as he goes. I just follow. So whilst it looks like a giant shove, I'm not strong enough to shove myself, right? He's actually doing it to himself. All I want to get to is a position where he goes over and I lock my arm out. Once my arm is locked and it's straight, he can't now turn back into me because this is a skeletal structure. So again, take size out of the equation. One of a few things will happen. This move doesn't create a dependable set of next things, right? Sometimes, if you're strong enough and if you're fast enough, as the guy goes over, he'll go all the way over, and you can push right through. More realistically, what will happen is as he goes, you create the space, you can start using it to shrimp out for some kind of garden cover. So let's use that as escape option one. All we're going to do is stay tight. And I'm just waiting. The only cue I'm waiting for here is for this arm to move. Once it moves, stiff arm straighten, shoot, come out. Yeah? Alright, so same drill as before. You're just going to stay tight, partner's going to move around, and we're waiting for that cue for when they reach over to the other side of your head, extend and straighten the arm. Let's work coming out the other way. So, we can come out through this way, but we can also use our bottom arm to create an underhook on this side. This underhook, again, we're going to up and bridge, shoot the underhook, come out to the side, and this will normally result in a guarding placement. Okay, so we've set our frame. The beauty about this frame is that it allows me, myself, you just get up for a second, is that it allows me to, if I want to take this arm out in any direction, it allows me to just lift slightly and come in. So even though I've got a set structure, I still have mobility in my arms. So let's work this one now. What we're going to do is look to shrimp out to the side slightly, take the underhook, and this underhook needs to be quite deep. If it's really shallow, it has no power. I can't move anything with it. If it goes quite deep, now it's very powerful. Big bridge. At the same time as I bridge, I'm going to shoot the underhook and look over to the far side. It won't normally buck your partner completely off, but what it will do is it will create enough space for you to then sneak your knee in for a guard replacement. So we're here, shot the underhook through, bridge and escape, shrimp out, look to get your legs back in. Cool. Alright, let's give it a go. 1, 2, 3. Let's just flip it, and let's just say he's aware of this trap. He's not going to put his arm over. He came to the same class you went to, he knows you've got your grip set, and he's decided that it would be a bad move to do this. This hand here, that was in the armpit, is going to switch underneath to this side of the head on the shoulder here. And again, I'm quite protected here because my elbows are in tight, I have a frame, you can't go chest to chest. So from here, I'm going to turn to the side a little and walk away. Right. One of two things can happen here. You can either keep his arms where they are, in which case, look at all the space that is left behind for me to just swing back, put my knee in for a guard replacement. Just turn to this side. So look, I'm walking away, He keeps this arm where it is. He's left a ton of space for me to swing back in. I can get my knee in, start pushing to recover guard. Against a more experienced jiu-jitsu practitioner though, as you start going this way and creating space, it's going to put his arm back to go to hip control. So this stops me from being able to put to recover guard. But it takes away all the blocks that were on this side of my hip. So from here, just going to do like Seymour explained, a bit of a running man, and as I kick this leg over, I'm going to shoot my arm past. And I'm going away from my partner's head. I'm not going over the head. Because if I go over the head and his head's strong and he drives back, he puts me flat again. We're here. I've made the space. He's transferred his arm. Just come round, kick, shoot, and I'm looking to come out to like a face-to-face turtle position. Yeah? So one more time. He's not taking the bait. He knows I've set the trap here, so he's not going for it. Transfer to this side. Make some space. He does the right thing, which is he protects the guard retention. Walk, kick, shoot, come out.